Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't born a superstar, he was carved from nothing, shaped by pain, and molded by fire. Long before the bright lights, roaring fans, and golden trophies, there was a hungry little boy on a small island called Madeira, dreaming under a leaking roof, clutching a torn football and whispering to himself that one day, the whole world would know his name. Born into poverty as Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, his childhood was anything but easy. His father, a kind but broken man, worked as a kit man for a local football club, struggling with alcohol that slowly consumed his spirit. His mother cleaned houses just to put food on the table, praying each night that her children would survive another day. Cristiano shared a single bedroom with his siblings, in a house where rain leaked through the ceiling and hunger was a daily visitor. But in the middle of that hardship, he found something that gave him life: football. Not video games, not toys, just a worn-out ball and a patch of dirt. That ball was his world, his escape, his heartbeat. It wasn't just a game, it was the only thing that made him feel alive, the only thing that promised a way out of the darkness. At just 12 years old, Cristiano made the most painful decision of his life. He left his home, his mother, his island, and took a one-way flight to Lisbon with nothing but a dream and a burning desire to prove himself. A small boy, alone in a big city, crying himself to sleep every night, missing his family, his mother's voice, and the familiar smell of home. But every morning he wiped his tears and trained harder than anyone else. He wasn't the tallest, he wasn't the strongest, but he had something no one could measure: hunger. The other kids mocked his accent, his skinny frame, his confidence, but Ronaldo didn't care. Every insult became fuel. Every doubt became motivation. Then came the heartbreak that could have ended everything before it began, a heart condition that almost stopped his career before it started. Doctors told him he might never play again. But Ronaldo looked them in the eye and said, "If I can't play, then he'll die playing, because football is my heartbeat." That moment defined him forever. He wasn't just a boy chasing a dream. He was a warrior chasing destiny. At 16, he was already playing among grown men. At 17, he made his professional debut. And by 18, he had the world watching. When Sir Alex Ferguson signed him to Manchester United, the kid from Madeira walked into Old Trafford like a soldier ready for war. He didn't want fame. He didn't want comfort. He wanted greatness, and he was ready to bleed for it. He trained when others rested. He practiced free kicks until midnight under the floodlights, chasing perfection like a man possessed. His teammates called him obsessed, and they were right. But that obsession built an empire. Ballon d'Ors, Champions League titles, golden boots. He achieved what others only dreamed of. But behind every victory were nights of pain, loneliness, and sacrifice. He lost his father right before one of his biggest matches. The world saw a goal. But behind that celebration was a son crying in silence, wishing his father could have seen the man he became. He played through grief, through exhaustion, through heartbreak. He missed birthdays, weddings, funerals, all traded for greatness. Every drop of sweat was a sacrifice. Every trophy was built from tears. He became a global icon, a billionaire, a legend, but even legends have scars the world can't see. When the lights fade and the crowd goes silent, he still remembers the boy from Madeira, barefoot, hungry, and dreaming. Because deep down, that boy never left him. Fame brought him everything: money, cars, mansions, respect, but it also took something priceless: time. Time with his family, time with his father, time with the people who loved him before the world did. Yet even after decades of fame, Ronaldo never forgot why he started. He still trains first. He still pushes limits no one else dares to. Because for him, greatness isn't a goal, it's survival. Today, he stands as one of the greatest athletes in history, a man who turned pain into purpose, struggle into strength, and criticism into power. Cristiano Ronaldo is not great because of what he owns, he's great because of what he endured. Because every scar tells a story, and every setback became fuel for his fire. His journey reminds us that success isn't born from luck, it's built from sacrifice. That the difference between a star and a legend isn't talent, it's heart. From a boy playing on a dirt road to a man who conquered the world, his story is a living lesson that greatness is earned, not given. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just play football, he redefined what human will can achieve. And that's why when we watch him, we don't just see a player, we see a survivor, a fighter, and a symbol of what it truly means to rise from nothing. So if this story inspired you, drop a respect CR7 in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Clash Zone, because legends never die. They inspire generations to come.